Hi, Benji here. I just watched The Beach for the first time, and I want to talk about why it's a useful case study for understanding exoticism as a form of racism. Exoticism describes a way of perceiving people or places primarily through difference, where that difference is valued because it's appealing or meaningful to a dominant audience. It's shaped by unequal power, which allows people and places to be objectified and treated as available for consumption in ways that reinforce racial hierarchy. The Beach is a beautiful watch, and I can see why many people love it. At the same time, the film is shaped by exoticism, even though it's trying to critique Western escapism and entitlement. The film follows Richard, played by Leonardo DiCaprio, who is backpacking through Thailand in search of an untouched paradise, which he and others find and attempt to preserve for their own use with destructive consequences. There's a clear critique of people in the global north valuing places like Thailand for what they can provide, rather than understanding them as lived environments with their own complexity. However, that critique depends on the audience first being invited into the fantasy. So much of the film is shot like a tourism ad, and Thailand operates largely as a visual setting rather than a social context. Local people appear, but they aren't treated as subjects within the story. The production of the film also mirrors this dynamic. Much of The Beach was filmed at Maya Bay, which was part of a protected national park, and to achieve a specific visual ideal, the production altered the landscape. Vegetation was removed, dunes were reshaped, and palm trees were planted. Environmental objections were raised during filming, but the work continued. After the film's release, Maya Bay became a major tourist destination. Increased visitor numbers caused severe ecological damage, and the bay was later closed for several years to recover. And it's still widely regarded as a tourist trap, shaped by overcrowding and ongoing environmental pressure. The fact that this impact was justified through the desire to create and consume the fantasy is central to how exoticism operates. Maya Bay was treated as valuable and desirable, a perception that allowed the destruction to be justified. This is why exoticism so often goes unchallenged in discussions about racism or is dismissed as an overreaction. For example, it often appears in the form of othering compliments directed at people of the global majority, which are then defended as interest or admiration. Exoticism is one of the ways that racism continues to function while still feeling acceptable to those exercising it. Hope that helps. Bye.